Do you guys need help making your setups look cleaner? If you do, then you came to the right place. I'm going to be going over the best tips to make your setup look as clean as possible with $0. I use a lot of these tactics myself, so trust me, I do know they work and you guys are going to see. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into the first tip. And of course, that is going to be clean up your cables. I cannot stress this enough. So many people just don't care about cable management and think it's going to be under the desk so no one's going to see it. But trust me, that does not look good. I even set up this webcam right here with the loose cable so you guys can see, like, that just does not look good. It just doesn't help with the flow. I keep under my desk very, very clean. I have this one thing with tape attached to it, and then that kind of sticks out, but we can push that in. Same thing with over here. If you guys can notice, just these tiny little cables under the monitor, it kind of just throws off the vibe a little bit. Small details matter in making your setups clean. That's why I always stress to make sure you're doing cable management. Even though it's not the best or the fun thing to do, it still is the right thing to do. Let's see, now with that cable pushed behind, you cannot really see that cable unless you're looking very, very closely. And that was just like a 5-second move to just move it to the back of the desk. Same thing with this big boy right there. I tried to put him as much to the left as I could without actually breaking it. That did not take me more than like 30 seconds to even do, and it looks a lot cleaner. Like, just see how much cleaner it makes it look with less cables in the way. And here's a 0.5 shot so you can really see. The next step is going to be add personalization. If we travel over to my console setup, you know, it's not the best looking. I mean, I'm not really following any of my rules, but I mean, there's no personalization, you know what I'm saying? With my setup here, you know, we have plants, we have posters on top, we have Funkos. There isn't really much personalization on the desk, but that's not really the focus. I like to look at the entire section of my setup as a whole with the Funkos, the keyboard because I love keyboards, the Hunter x Hunter poster because I love anime. So really this entire section is my personalization. I'll add some of my subscriber setups in this video just so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. As we can see, this is a good setup example where we see personalization here because he has, you know, signs here, he has these LED things on the wall, he has, you know, things over here. So it's kind of things that he enjoys, you know, he likes the LED signs. He has this plant vibe going on, but he also has this cool wall with decorations. I think that's is that a Corona Zen, bro? Yeah, he's rocking a Zen, so, you know, he's definitely aimbotting in Fortnite, Warzone, whatever he's playing. But, you know, I'm not gonna worry about that, but I just like how he has this personalization. He has the things that he enjoys, and it's kind of a cozy setup, and this is a great example of having personalization. Here's another guy's setup. As we're going to see, this is not the best example, but you know, we see here it's purple lights, but there's not really much personalization going on here. There's not much on the wall. He has the plant here, but I mean, I think it's also partly inhibited because he has a little bit of a tiny desk, but of course we're not going to judge him for that. I just think a poster on the wall, some more things maybe over here instead of a plant. If you added something like a cool action figure that you liked, you know, I think that'd look a lot better because it's more you. I think that'd look a lot better. So this is kind of an example of not as much personalization because he's only kind of rocking the aesthetics. Whatever you enjoy, you know what I'm saying? If you're like Pokemon cards, put a little Pokemon card box over here. If you like Fortnite toys, put a Fortnite toy over here. It's really just up to what you like, and personalization is going to help your setup stick out from all the others. So yeah, like you saw right there, you know, some of my subscribers had personalization, but some of them just kind of had a blank empty desk. But like I said, you know, personalization goes a long way. Just kind of showing off who you are in your setup is a really, really good thing to do, and it just makes it cleaner overall. The next step also is going to be just clean up your setup. By that, I quite literally just mean like get rid of dust and just like why would you have a dusty setup? In fact, I gotta clean mine, so let me do a little cleaning montage. Mine really was not that bad, but I know a lot of people's are a lot worse than that. One thing I'm also going to recommend is if you can take your fingernail, scratch your mouse pad, and then a white line shows up, that means it's time to wash it. For me personally, I don't really like to give my mouse pad an entire bath because I think it removes a little bit of the grip. So I just use Clorox wipe to kind of wipe down the surface of it, get rid of that dust, and if there's marks on it, you know, it's definitely time to wash it. Just give her a little bath every now and then it'll be golden. My next recommendation is going to be to put your PC on your desk and also mount your monitors. I think both of these tips go hand in hand because it's kind of making the desk setup look cleaner. And not just your PC, I think you can put your console on your desk too, and it would make it a lot cleaner. Because consoles and just PC stuff in general looks so good. Like, look how my PC matches my setup. Even my Xbox over there, like the Xbox design is really cool and sleek. I mean, I don't really have a whole setup over here, but just the design of consoles are nice. Even the Oculus Quest, I could probably put on my desk and that look cool. These gaming devices all just look super clean, so make sure you're putting them on your desk to kind of show off what you got. Also, like I said, mounting your monitors, it really does make a difference. Like this one over here looks so clean because it's like floating, but that one over there is not mounted. That's why it's a little weird over there. Of course, not everybody's gonna have the money to be able to mount all their monitors and all that, but I think if you do, it's a very, very great investment. As you guys can see, this monitor looks really clean because it's off the desk. You know, your head's gonna be looking straight at it instead of at an angle down. And then we go to this one and I gotta kind of cover it up because it doesn't even match the height of it, and I can't even turn it vertically, so it's uneven. So honestly guys, get a double monitor mount, get a single monitor mount. It makes the desk look so much cleaner and it gives you more room. Like, look at all the space this thing had to take. Even if the stand was on the ground, it would take up way more space space than just a single monitor mount that's just like clamped on the end. So yeah, y'all mount your monitors and put your devices on the desk. It makes it a lot cleaner, adds this real nice vibe with it. Now, this step is going to be very optional, but makes your setups look so much better, and that's add RGB. In fact, let's just flip off this light and turn on the purple RGB. I'm sorry that transition was definitely awful, but as you guys can see, just look how clean the room looks. I'm sure there's a big number of you guys who do not like RGB at all and you would rather have like that blank white color. Really, it comes down to personal preference because there are a lot of setups that are really cool with just that white blank color. Who knows, I might grow older the RGB and end up changing it, but for right now, I think the purple and setup looks absolutely amazing. And I've also seen some great setups that have only black. There's literally no color, no RGB, no nothing, and they're really cool setups. So like I said, it is definitely a preference thing, but in my ideas and my ways, I'm definitely thinking you should be adding some RGB to your setups. It just helps everything flow, you know what I'm saying? Just like I think the black and the purple mesh really well together. You know, they're kind of fusing together to make my setup colors. And LED lights are super cheap. Just putting some on your like ceiling right there. Honestly, that's probably like 35 bucks. I even have mine all around my door, but I've even seen some go for like 20 bucks. And the ones behind my desk, you guys see right there, literally ran me like $9 at GameStop. Literally, they're super cheap. You just slap them on the back of your desk and they're gonna be golden. One thing I also want to say is if you get RGB, just make sure the colors are matching. Don't try and combine red, green, blue, brown, black. Don't even attempt it. Multicolor RGB for me personally, I don't really enjoy, especially if it's like solid color. If you have LED lights that could do something like, they could do something like this, for example, where it's like an RGB color and it kind of just flows together instead of just having like blue light, purple light, red light. I think that's kind of good. So party here, yeah. But if you're not keeping a rainbow vibe going on, do not have like a blue wallpaper or red wallpaper and then like yellow lights all over your desk. I just don't think that would look good at all. Then the final step is going to be minor decoration. You might be able to say that minor decorations tie into personalization, but I think they're pretty much a little bit different. Personalization is things that you enjoy. Like I have an anime poster and I have Funko Pops because I think they're cool, and I even have a keyboard there because they're things that I like. This is an example of a minor decoration, or really you could just call them decorations because it's what it is. It's literally a decoration. I think my two plants over there are decorations because they're not things that I love. I mean, they're cool and all that, but I think they just look the setup better. I don't put them there because I am like super plants. You can make the argument that my panda is kind of a little bit personalization, but I mean, I kind of got them just for aesthetic purposes. I don't really think, you know, I don't love pandas. Like the Alexa right there, it's not like a personalization thing because it's just decoration, and more than that, it's just kind of convenient. So yeah, things you like are personalization, and things that make the setup look good are decorations. Me personally, I think there's a difference, but if you make them both look good, then your setup's going to be above and beyond everybody else's. But yeah, I mean, I think I have a decent amount of credibility because I think I have a pretty clean setup. But I don't know, you guys tell me, and honestly, how about I just cue a setup montage? I know you guys have seen it like 1,000 times, but it doesn't really matter. But all jokes aside, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Consider joining my Discord server. The link will be in the description if you guys want your setups rated. I've kind of been struggling with content recently, and I feel like it's getting kind of repetitive. So if you guys think it's a W video, please let me know. Just say W content creator, W whatever. Just let me know if you think I'm doing a good job still, because I'm trying. But yeah, y'all, thanks for watching, and here's the setup.
Yeah, we from the north, baby, the cold made me. I know you can't get enough of me, been up lately. Took you down inside my old Honda, you upgraded. Won't leave my ass alone, but I can't give you love, baby. It's just for the night, I won't see you tomorrow. Me and